St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Andre Palante. What do we need to know here?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
And digging in for San Francisco, Harrison Bader. Here's a 1-1. On the ground right side, Donovan. The throw to first.
Out.
One up, one down. Here's the Giants lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all. Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Throws to first.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Rafael Devers up to hit. Swings and misses. And it's
1 ball,
2.
2 strikes.
Way
2-2
high.
the count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And
3-2.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in. Here's the pitch to Adames. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Laser could be trouble. Around second is Devers. Coming home. The relay throw.
He's safe.
1-0.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak.
And he's got it. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Logan Webb.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Oh.
In time to Devers. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Cardinals line up now. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Digging in, Brendan Donovan. One out, base is empty. Yeah, that's off
out.
the outside edge. 2 balls and a strike. Right there for a strike. Swing and a ball line to center. Flashes the leather on the running catch. That's out number 2.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. He was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner. That's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Ground ball right side. In time.
He's out.
3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. It's the Giants 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second, and now the veteran third baseman, Matt Chapman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he
Got
does.
him.
The first, 1 out in the second.
The right fielder, Joey Weimer.
So digging in, Joey Weimer.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And it drops in. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And up next for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt. Just
Ball,
off
that's
the
inside.
inside edge. Swing and a miss as he chases that one guarding out.
3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Here goes the runner. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and that'll get down for a hit. The throw in, and he's out.
On the tag, he's out.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that run.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 3-2.
is that. So the Giants leave one. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Now off the Cardinals, number 4 hitter, Alec Burleson. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. On the ground right side, 4, 6.
That's an out.
3. And
Out.
they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Mason Wynn digs in now. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball inside.
There's
Yeah.
a strike. In the
3
dirt,
balls,
and
2
it's
strikes.
3-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next to hit, Nolan Arenado. Not
2
even
balls,
close
1
there.
strike.
And the count 2-1. Man on second, 2 down. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2.
Hey.
Arenado is set down on strikes. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. The Giants won, and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader. Bader played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School. And
1 ball,
miss
2 strikes.
as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. 1 gone here.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Luis Ariz stands in. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. So Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And
Nope,
this is
that's inside.
Devers
Ball
will take
4.
his base.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
2 outs, runner at first. Willie Adames getting ready to hit. Devers, the runner at first with 2 gone. And
Ball.
downstairs.
2-2 the count.
And a swing and a miss. Even with a fastball. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the rookie DH, Thomas Sajazi. Pitch in
That's
the
ball
dirt,
2.
and it's 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. In
We
the
got
dirt,
full count.
3-2. That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a leadoff
First
walk.
base.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
The first baseman.
Now it's the rookie first baseman. Kickoff throw.
No, he's safe.
Back in on a dive. There's a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run is at first. You're in the last half of the 3rd. That
Ball
one
in.
The count now 2-2. And that
3-2.
one is inside. Hit the Scott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The pitch.
3.
Faces that one out of the zone. 1 out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Here's a speed threat, Victor Scott. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, 1 away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And the
Ball.
sweeper
That's
misses.
inside.
Back to the mound, and it hits the face. Bare hand has to hurry.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brendan.
2 on, 1 out. Donovan will hit next. And that
Ball,
one
that's
a
low.
little below the knees. 2-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 2 on, 1 out. Out to center. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan Herrera.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Ivan Herrera.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
Smoked on the ground a second. That's the third.
He's out.
So the Cards strand a couple. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. And in for strike. Good pitch.
He's pitching
One
well,
ball,
but not
2
throwing a
strikes.
ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's
Ball.
downstairs and outside. That's to third. Zips it across.
Out.
That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Matt Chapman. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
This guy
Full
plays
count.
third
3-2.
base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Blue, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
In the air, right side, Burleson. As this one sized up, he's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Alec Burleson.
That's a ball.
And it's 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one.
2
in the
balls,
dirt.
2
Well,
strikes.
hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ramos ranging back. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. One down, base is empty. Rips one to right, and that's a fair ball.
right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner on at first with one gone. And stepping in is the speedy Mason Wynn. This to center field. And it falls. Throw into third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runners at the corners here, one away. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here's a high chopper. Chapman. Whips it across.
Got him.
There for the out. Runner scores from third. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the Cardinal DH, Thomas Sajazi. And it's second. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first, Devers. He takes it
He's out.
Inning over, and it could have been worse. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 4, all tied 1-1. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 5th, and digging in for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt. That's
Ball,
off
that's
the
off the
inside
plate.
corner, and it's 2-1. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Brent Honeywell Jr. getting ready to go. Leahy also throwing. Fouled off. He was late. Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. Got it. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nootbaar sizes this one up and makes the grab. 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 6, Harrison.
So the lineup flips over, and now Bader up to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses.
2.
And the count's even at 2.
2-2
This
the
game
count.
has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Next
The count
one
is full.
misses, and the count's full. 2 outs, base is empty. Cut
3.
on and miss, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Giants down in the 4th. Score remains tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the first baseman, number 92.
Lockwood Howell.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a
Ball
good eye
2.
there.
Really good take, especially
2 balls,
2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
In the air, left field, down the line, lays out and makes the play.
Really nice job of tracking that one down. I noticed some initial hesitation, ball off the bat. Didn't look like he got a great read, but he made up for it by closing on it quickly, laid out, and hauled it in.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Misses
That's outside.
Ball 2. That's a laser base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals.
Herrera.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. That
Ball.
one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 quick outs, needed to get that third one, wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
That
We
one
got a
missing
full count.
inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hard hit, right side. Over to first.
Got him.
And that will end the inning. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Still tied, 1-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Brent Honeywell Jr.
Now pitching for
And
the
Boog, the
Cardinals.
offense needs to be ready for the screwball. It's not a pitch you see very often, so it's tough to pick up, and it's a good one.
And now the DH, Luis Arias. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we... And that's a fair ball down the right field line. And that's going to roll a while. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position. Rafael Devers in the box. And it's second.
Hey!
In the dirt. Blocked.
1 ball,
Holds.
2 strikes.
Now goes to 1 and 2.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And he's swinging a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. There's 1 away.
Put that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess, and clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see. And a great one right there.
Now the Giants 4-hitter, Willie Adames. Here's a 1-1.
Hey!
Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Go-ahead run at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The
2 balls,
Shortstop takes the
2
ball.
strikes.
Misses.
Count full.
And a full count now.
That's a really good take.
Three.
3 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Elliot Ramos. Two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner at second. 2 down. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next
Counts
pitch
full.
just misses. 3 and 2 down. Matt Chapman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. Fights it off. You'll see another. There's another. 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in St. Louis, well, we go bottom 6. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Alec Burleson.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Just
Ball, that's
missed.
out.
Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Ryan Walker appears to be getting loose. Benches getting loose as well. And foul ball. That's the
Counts
ball.
full.
Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Three.
And misses, struck him out. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
The left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball
Outside
2.
low. Now 2 balls and a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Chapman gets under it. And he makes the catch. Out number 2.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
So up next, Mason Wynn. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Weimer pulls it in on the run. So they make short work of him there. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching. for the
Riley
Cardinals,
O'Brien On to pitch out of the pen here.
55. Riley O'Brien.
Now it's Matt
Leading
Chapman.
off for the Giants, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
That to right. And
That ball's
drops
foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Joey Weimer now at the plate. Now a drag bunt, third base side.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul.
Hey.
Outlooking. Casey Schmidt, the next to hit. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Clips the corner, and the count 1-2.
1 ball,
Movement in
2
the bullpen
strikes.
for the Cardinals. Kyle Leahy up and loosening in the pen. Romero getting cranked up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Pitch
That's
misses.
ball 2.
2-2.
The only adjustment
2 balls,
he needs to
2
make
strikes.
is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swings
Hey!
through him for the catch. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Giants are down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 74.
Ryan Walker.
Ryan Walker.
Here's Nolan
Leading
Arenado.
up for St. Louis, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. Weimer pulls it down. 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom of the 7th. So now 1-2.
He has a tendency
1 ball,
to chase out
2
of the
strikes.
zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here's the first baseman. Ground ball to the right side. In time to
Oh.
Devers, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Leading off for the Giants, the catcher, number 14, Patrick Bailey.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Goes here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
And
That's a ball.
downstairs. And a count 2-1. Action in the pen down there. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to third. Has some trouble with it. The throw comes in too late, and the defense comes away with nothing. Go ahead run on base. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Arias. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Out for 1.
He's out.
2. Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Big feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
On to the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Victor Scott.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Chopper right side.
Nope,
And a
that's foul.
ball.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they roll this one.
Leadoff man aboard on the air. Pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning. Not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan. Runner on the go. Strike
Hey.
there.
He's safe.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out.
2-2 the
Inside,
count.
almost got him. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. Run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, they didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop it. No matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late, and you just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Now it's going to be Ivan Herrera.
2 balls,
Inside.
1 strike.
2-1. And there's a foul ball. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bader should have this one. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right fielder, Alex.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Next pitch
Ball, that's in.
inside, and the count is 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Corrals it. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Donovan off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
One ball,
Late sink
2 strikes.
on that fastball out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
He goes down looking. But the RBI single puts across a run. Last chance coming up for the Giants.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, number 49.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Well, 1-run game, and digging in for San Francisco, Rafael Devers. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball 2.
That one missed. Next
Ball, that's
offering
upstairs.
misses. They're down 3-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off the throw, and he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. The fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
And now Willie Adames. Three and swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
He's talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Hit in the air, left field. He's got it.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the third baseman, Matt Chapman. The Giants down to their final strike. And it's swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
So this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels